y'all, I'm Jenny and I am a reseller. So for me, what that means is I go to thrift stores, I buy inexpensive but high quality clothes and I sell them online for a profit. For me, that's eBay and Poshmark. And a lot of people have asked me which I prefer, which one does better, which one sells more. Honestly, for me, it's like 50-50. Some weeks eBay's way better, some weeks Poshmark's way better. I need to sit down and look at the numbers on that and I'll report back to you on that later. Today, I am going to go over the sales, pictures, listings, profits from the week of February 10th to February 16th. And this was a little bit of a skimpy week, I'll be honest with you. A couple of these things I didn't want to leave out, but I did. The sales happened the other day when I was recording the video that I've already posted that you may have already seen. That was part of the 5-part series that I did. That was my biggest sales of 2024. So I'll go through those quickly. You've already seen those. If you haven't, you're welcome to go back and watch those videos. So first, we have this Jewels Women's 12 Sawyer dress with pockets, birds, dog, duck hunting, pheasant, black. So if you look real close, you can see these cute little dogs and ducks and pheasants all over it. So it ended up selling in 8 days I had listed it. It's dark in here, I can't see this. I had listed it for $33. Someone sent me a $26 offer and I accepted it. Oh, I forgot to say I paid $6.99 for this dress and it gave me a $13.81 profit. All right, this one, y'all know I love vintage. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I love vintage. And when I saw this in the store and in person, this is way cuter in person than I was able to photograph it. And that's part of the reason that I did this little stitched together image where you could see the up close of the fabric. I've learned that purple sells well. And this is called a secretary dress. So it did sell faster than a lot of my other vintage pieces, but I was disappointed after I took the pictures. It just didn't, the pictures just didn't do it justice. But somebody saw it and they fell in love with it like I did, I hope. They've had it for a while now and hadn't heard from them, so I hope that means that they've liked it. This has the Union Made tag, which I have learned is a big deal. Made in the USA. That's what that looks like. And this was a Lady Carol brand. So I titled this Vintage Women's 12 Secretary Dress. That purple paisley, Union Made USA, Lady Carol floral. This took 37 days to sell. I paid $3.50. It was on sale at a regular Goodwill. I listed it for $33. It sold on Poshmark when I got a $20 offer. I accepted it. That gave me a profit on this dress of $12.50. All right, next, I got a story about these. Patagonia. So, as a reseller, I'm excited when I find Patagonia. I'm a new reseller, so I haven't found it a whole lot, especially living in the South. But I was at the Goodwill outlet one of the 2 times that I've been, and there's lots of resellers there if you've ever been. That's mostly what's there, like trying to dig in and find cheap clothes to resell online. And somebody super sweet at the end of her shopping trip, she threw it to me and she said, "Hey, do you want these? They're Patagonia." And I was like, "Oh, that's super sweet." And I was thinking, I wonder why she didn't keep them. When I got home and started looking these up to list them, I was still like, why did she give these to me? When I actually went to list them, I realized probably why she gave them to me is that eBay doesn't allow you to sell thermal underwear or underwear of any kind unless it's brand new in the package with tags. So this is not like underwear. This hasn't been on someone's bare butt, I wouldn't think. Do people wear these on their bare butt? I don't think they do. Anyways, they've been washed. I would wear underwear under these. I think people do. So I had to work around that and list it not as thermal underwear. So I titled it Patagonia Adult Medium Capilene Base Layer, not underwear, Pants, Red Fleece Hiking Outdoor USA Made. So I got them cheap because I got them at the bins. I paid $1.46. They took 15 days to sell. I listed them for $25, but I took an offer on eBay of $20 and it gave me a profit of $15.55. Thank you, person that threw these to me. All right, next we have this Y2K baby doll top, duck head, women's extra large, strappy, black, white, polka dot, vintage, smocked. All right, I've told y'all that almost everything that I've learned from YouTube and other resellers what sold videos. I would not have picked this up if I hadn't learned from another reseller that baby doll tops, and especially Y2K baby doll tops, are a big deal. And this was vintage duck head, and I thought it was so cute. And I was excited to find it because I'd been hearing a lot about baby doll tops. So it took 20 days to sell. I paid $3.15 for it. I listed it for $27, and I felt like this is kind of high, but from what I'm hearing, I think you can sell them for even higher. But it sold on Poshmark. Someone accepted my $23 offer, and it gave me a profit of $15.25. All right, next, where did I even get this? I got this at a half off sale, and once I got it home, I was like, I really shouldn't have picked this up, but it did pretty well. And the reason that I thought I shouldn't have picked it up is the black part that you see, that just the outside part, was just like t-shirt material, and it was really peely. But I took my sweater shaver to it. If you guys don't have a good sweater shaver, in the description of all my videos, you will see a link to, all of the stuff that I use, my scale, my label printer, my sweater shaver is on there, and I have enjoyed it, and I like that you don't have to change the batteries. It's rechargeable. Anyways, it's in there. I took my sweater shaver to it, and it kind of revived it. So then I was kind of glad I got it. So this I titled Catherine's Women 1X 1820 Black Red Velvet Top. This time of year, velvet sells well. That's the velvet, and that I could put whimsy goth in the title was the reason I did pick it up. Blouse, romantic, whimsy goth, casual. It took 12 days to sell. I paid $3.15 for it. I listed it for $16.15, and someone paid full price for it. It gave me a profit of $10.50. All right, next, Rose and Olive. I actually tried this one on. I almost kept it, but I decided to sell it. I titled it Rose and Olive Women's 1X Bold Floral Peasant Top, Retro Balloon Sleeve, 3/4 colorful. There's a Rose and Olive tag. It took 12 days to sell. I had paid $5.99 for it at a regular Goodwill. I listed it for $29. It sold on eBay for $24. It gave me a profit of $14.45. Up next, this was at a little hole-in-the-wall thrift store the very first time that I ever went to it, I think. Yep, it was. I remember. Don't y'all just like remember where you were and the conversations that you had on that day when you picked up a good piece? But yeah, this was a little hole-in-the-wall thrift store, and I had been avoiding going to it because it just looked like it wasn't going to be anything from the outside. But I guess don't judge a book by its cover, because I found a lot of good stuff there that day. So this was a Maeve dress, and it only took 39 days to sell. I titled it Anthropologie's Maeve. I don't ever want someone thinking they're getting an Anthropologie brand, but Maeve is a brand that they sell there. So I feel like putting that Anthropologie's Maeve lets them know, like, this is not, I don't know, that's just what I do. So when I found out that it was originally $178, so I put that in the title. Women's medium strappy dress, boho embroidered slip sheath tan. But I decided to list it at $60, and I didn't get a whole lot of action on it in the 39 days it was listed. So when I got a $40 offer from someone in this skimpy week that I was having, I gladly accepted that. And I originally paid $3.99 for it. It gave me a profit of $28.01. This is one that y'all saw in the video series that I just finished, where I shared my biggest sales. This wasn't one of my biggest sales, but I had sold it that day. So I held it up on screen and showed you because I had it in my hands. So I won't spend a lot of time here, but it was listed for 186 days. My sister had given this to me. I listed it for $20. I took a $14 offer. It gave me a profit of $11.05. All right, this one here is a Ralph Lauren women's 14 stretchy 3/4 sleeve faux wrap sheath dress, maroon. This one sold in 17 days. I paid $4 for it. I listed it for $39. I accepted a $27 offer on eBay, and that gave me a profit of $18.81. I need reading glasses, y'all. Next, old Stella Parker. Stella Parker extra large casual dress, floral, colorful, stretchy, beach swim cover up. So some people had this listed as a cover up, some people had this listed as a dress, so I just put both in my title. And it worked out all right. But it wasn't selling for as high as I wanted it to, so I just went along with the comps and flipped it pretty quick. Listed it in the cold months, but it only took 41 days to sell. I paid $2.58 for it. I listed it for $25. It sold for $15. It gave me a profit of $10.10. Next, y'all have seen this one. This was one that I had that day that I held up to show you. This one took 42 days to sell. It was just a Cato brand, but I picked it up based off of style. The bell sleeves are big right now, I feel like. I mean, I'm selling a lot of bell sleeves. Are you guys? Another reason that I picked it up is because it was a bag sale and I could fit more in the bag. So I was like, okay, let me go back and make sure there's nothing else I want to stick in here because it's not going to cost me anymore. And I am not one to just be like, it's only $1, let's get it, or it's basically free, let's get it. If I don't think it's going to sell, I do not want it sitting around cluttering up my house. But that's how I acquired this one. I paid $2.41 for it. It was a bag sale, so the whole bag was a certain amount of money, but then I took that amount, divided it by the number of items I got that day, and that's how I arrived at $2.41. I listed it for $23. It sold on eBay for $17. That gave me a profit of $12.32. We got two more. This is another one that I showed y'all that day for real on camera. Let me ask you guys something. If y'all are watching, please let me know. This would be so helpful for me so that I can do what you like to see best. Would you rather, I think there's benefits to both, and I love watching either way, but which do you prefer? Do you prefer seeing it on the screen so that you can see it the way that I listed it, the way that I titled it, all that stuff? Or would you rather see it on the actual piece that I sell? I love watching resellers that do it both ways. So tell me what you prefer. I titled it Women's 1X Dark Fairy Top Embroidered Floral Bell Sleeve Artsy Black Whimsy Cloth. And it sold in 25 days. I bought it for $3.15. I listed it for $30. It sold for $22, and that gave me a profit of $14.45. Last one for this week. It's not clothes and it's not shoes. It's a little formal beaded bag. I loved this thing when I saw it, and it was only $4. So I was like, let me experiment and see what happens. I thought it photographed beautifully. It seemed to be vintage after I did the research. I don't know if you can see that tag, but that's the best picture I could get of it. I titled this Vintage La Rigelle Small gold beaded evening occasion clutch purse formal. You see here I put the Sharpie beside it so they would have that for size reference, even though I do put the measurements in the listing. But I paid $4 for that. It took 103 days to sell. I listed it for $33. I got tons of like $15 offers, $20 offers right away. And again, I had no idea what I was doing with this purse. I was just experimenting, but it was so fast that I got the offers and so far away from what I was asking, I was like, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and see what happens. So I did eventually end up getting a $25 offer, and I accepted that after 108 days, and that gave me a $16 profit. So how you guys doing? How's y'all's business doing right now? If you're already reselling, if you're not, I would love to hear in the comments. Are you thinking about it? Are you excited to start? What's holding you back? Share anything you're willing to share. Maybe I can have some encouragement for you. Thank you so much for the people who have clicked that like button. It is a free way to help me out, and it does help. I appreciate it so much. Make sure that you do subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you never miss a video, because when you click that bell, it gives you a notification when I post new ones. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.